Yeah, my name's Sally. For those of you that don't know me, you should by now. Shame on you. Anyway, I grew up in the Lord. I grew up in Australia. My parents came along to meetings when I was just 2 months old. Someone just knocked on my dad's door randomly. Like, she was just like, I'm gonna door knock that house, and it was my dad's house. And me and my sister were there, and yeah, my parents both got spirit-filled, speaking in tongues, and baptized. And so my family we just grew up coming to meetings exactly like this, and camps exactly like this, and so it was really normal for me. And I went to Sunday school, and at the end of the year we'd do a Sunday school concert, and it was just very normal. And I guess in Australia not many people are religious. I wouldn't say that many people go to church, and so I felt really different. I felt a bit odd. Like, there was only a couple of kids one other kid in my class, a girl that was, she was Jehovah's Witness, but there was no one else that I knew that believed in God or talked about God or anything like that. And I sort of didn't bring it up at school because that was weird, like the weird kids went to church. And anyway, I knew about speaking in tongues, and I was really curious about the gifts. And I remember one time writing down who was coming out and thinking, is this a pattern? Like, you come out, then you come, and this person comes out in tongues, and this person comes out in interpretation. I thought, there's got to be something going on here. So I was really curious about it, and there was no pattern, by the way. I started realizing that if I didn't have the Holy Spirit, I wasn't going to go to heaven. And my parents never lied to me about that. They never scared me into it or anything. And I just knew, because I heard it, and I just knew. And they showed me in the Bible, and I heard it every Sunday and Wednesday and Friday. And so I decided to go into my bedroom and seek for the Holy Spirit. And I received by myself. I was 7 years old, and then I was baptized by full immersion a week after that, and it was really exciting, and I knew it was a good thing, and it was just a really happy time. And before that, I'd been healed of warts on my feet, and I'd seen how my grandma, she was trying to not freeze them, but she had pastes and band-aids, and she'd do all this stuff to my feet, and we scraped them even a little bit and things like that, and it wouldn't work. And then I prayed about it, and they just disappeared. So I saw things like that, and I was healed of earaches as a kid, and everything in my family, we just prayed for everything. I don't remember ever going to the hospital, or ever anyone going to the hospital, unless it was you were on death's doorstep. And so, we just prayed all the time, and it was a really good upbringing. And it was so nice. The older I get, the more I appreciate just being raised in the Lord and just being taught the way of the Lord from such a young age. And I just think that's a real blessing. And I remember even when my mum passed away, and everyone was in the house, and we were kind of just mourning and whatever. And my third grade teacher was there. She was so sweet. And she said to me, "It's okay, she's looking down on you. She's in heaven." And I just looked at her and thought, you don't know anything. I know she's not. I just knew. And I think that's so cool that a little kid, I was 8 when my mum died, so I think that's really awesome that kids, we don't lie to our kids. And that's so good. And I really benefited from that. Anyway, so I got to an age, I guess, maybe when I was 18 to 20, and I started thinking, I wonder if I'm just here because I've been conditioned into this, or I've just been, brainwashed as a child or something. I don't know. I just thought, I wonder if God would have chosen me if my parents weren't in the Lord. I wondered if it was just luck of the draw kind of thing, or you were just so used to it that you stayed. And so I started having these sort of thoughts, and the only thing I could do, and the only thing I knew how to do, was pray. And so I just prayed to the Lord, you've got to show me that you want me here. You've got to show me that I'm just as important as my parents. And I was reading the Bible one day and I came across John 6 in verse 66, and the disciples all leave Jesus, and he says to the 12, "Are you going to go?" And they say, "Where would we go? You've got the words of eternal life." And I thought, okay, I get it. Like, that's so clear to me. And I thought, yeah, where would I go? And at the time, I thought, there's nowhere else I'd rather be. And I'm scared of leaving because I don't know what would happen if I left the Lord. And so at the time, it was enough to just keep me where I needed to be. And the Lord just showed me from his word that, the promises to you and your children. And I think that's important. Young people that grow up in the Lord, that they kind of realize it for themselves, because you've got to own it for yourself, and your parents do what they can. And so that was just a real blessing for me, because it really helped me to feel like God had chosen me. And I think that's when things really kicked off for me, and God just shows me things all the time, and he really directs my steps. And I wouldn't trust in myself to make any big decisions, but you think about what would the Lord want, and I'll do that. And if he sort of closes that door, then that's fine. I'll go this way. And I just feel like the Lord's done that so much with me, and I'm so grateful for that, because I don't think I'd be happy without him at all. I can't imagine it at all. And so I'm just really grateful to him for everything he's done in my life, and he continues to bless me and get me through tough times. And in the good times, I think, this is the time to, press in, so that when it gets bad, if it gets bad, maybe that, you've got that energy and the motions to kind of keep going. And so I'm just really grateful to be in the Lord. I really wouldn't want to be anywhere else, and I know that for sure. And I can't wait till we're in heaven and it's all peaceful and I'm not sick all the time, because I'm so sick. Amen.